The National Health Mission, NHM, has significantly contributed to improving India's public health, including lowering of the maternal mortality ratio, incidence of tuberculosis, TB, and sickle cell anemia. The mission is divided into two main components: National Rural Health Mission, NRHM, National Urban Health Mission, NUHM. Why in the news? With NHM, maternal mortality ratio has declined by 83% since 1990, which is higher than the global decline of 45%. It further noted that under NHM, the maternal mortality ratio, MMR, has declined by 83% since 1990, which is higher than the global decline of 45%. Infant mortality rate, IMR, has fallen from 39 per 1,000 live births in 2014 to 28 in 2020. Total fertility rate, TFR, decreased from 2.3 in 2015 to 2.0 in 2020. These improvements indicate that India is on track to meet its UN Sustainable Development Goals, SDG, targets for maternal, child and infant mortality well ahead of 2030. It has also contributed to expanding human resources in the field while fostering an integrated response to health emergencies. The Union Government said on Wednesday in its assessment report, 2021-24, presented to the Union Cabinet, User Development Fee, UDF, is a charge levied by airports to fund infrastructure development and maintenance projects, ensuring the improvement of passenger services and airport facilities. The revenue generated from UDF contributes to airport modernisation, expansion projects, and meeting the growing demands of air travel. Why in the news? Slamming the arbitrary User Development Fee, UDF, charged by several airport operators across the country, Parliament's Public Accounts Committee, PAC, on Wednesday, directed the Airport Economic Regulatory Authority, ARA, to give a detailed reply in writing, within 15 days on the criteria used to calculate it, the total revenue earned, and the corresponding amenities and infrastructure made for the passengers using this revenue. The ARA raised the UDF for the Adani-controlled Thiruvananthapuram Airport by 50%, from 506 rupees to 770 rupees for departing domestic travellers, with further annual hikes. A UDF of 330 rupees for arriving passengers was introduced for the first time, and landing charges for aircraft tripled. The minimum support price, MSP system, is designed to ensure fair prices for farmers, covering a range of crops grown in different seasons: Kharif, Rabi, and Zaid. Kharif crops, sown during the monsoon season, June-July, and harvested in autumn, September-November. Rabi crops, sown in the winter, October-November, and harvested in spring, March-April. Zaid crops, grown during the short summer season, March-June, mainly for fruits and vegetables. Why in the news? The Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs, CCEA, has fixed the minimum support price, MSP, of raw jute for the 2025-26 marketing season at 5,650 rupees a quintal, an increase of 315 rupees over the price in 2024-25. Announcing the decision, Union Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal said the new MSP will ensure a return of 66.8% over the average cost of production and will benefit jute growers. The Jute Corporation of India, JCI, will continue as the Union Government's nodal agency to undertake price support operations. Double tax avoidance agreements, DTAAs, are treaties signed between two or more countries to avoid taxing the same income twice. DTAAs provide mechanisms for allocating taxing rights between the countries involved, reducing the risk of double taxation for individuals and businesses engaged in cross-border trade or investment. Why in the news? The Income Tax Department has come out with a fresh guidance note on applicability of Principal Purpose Test, PPT, for claiming tax treaty benefits, which will apply prospectively. The Central Board of Direct Taxes, CBDT, in its guidance note on PPT also clarified the grandfathering provisions under the India-Cyprus Double Tax Avoidance Agreement, DTA, and the similar pacts with Mauritius and Singapore would stay outside the purview of the new PPT provisions. India has made certain treaty-specific bilateral commitments in the form of grandfathering provisions in the DTA, as signed with these three nations. The H-1B visa is a non-immigrant visa that allows US employers to hire foreign workers in specialty occupations requiring technical or theoretical expertise. Each year, the US government sets a cap on the number of H-1B visas issued, and the demand often exceeds the supply, leading to a visa lottery system. The H-1B visa is typically issued for 3 years, with the option to extend it. However, the program has been subject to scrutiny, with concerns over its impact on American workers and its potential for exploitation. Despite this, it remains a vital pathway for skilled professionals to work in the US labour market. Why in the news? NASCOM on Wednesday said H-1B visas have nothing to do with immigration issues and instead fill critical skills gap in the US. As the apex industry body asserted, technology will be the linchpin of US economic growth, triggering continued need for win-win partnerships between companies on both sides. De-dollarization threat, Mr. Trump repeated his warning. He will impose 100% tariffs on BRICS countries, of which India is a part if they take any step to replace the US dollar.